Labs show Valium and heroin in her urine.
Supermodel on smack. Shocker.
Oh, Alex, I expected so much more from you. Heroin chic is so 5 years ago.
Okay, let's start crossing out withdrawal symptoms.
Positive test means she tried it once. Doesn't mean she's an addict. She's only 15.
There's no age limit on addiction.
He's right.
She's never menstruated. Sounds like a symptom of drug addiction to me.
Or bulimia, or her age. Some girls don't start till they're mid to late teens.
Evidence to the contrary. The rounded hips, perfectly sculpted, bountiful breasts.
Even if she is an addict, a lot of her symptoms, the cataplexy, the violence, they could be neurological. We chalk this up to drugs. We could be releasing her with juvenile MS or Parkinson's.
So detox her.
Fine, we'll set her up on the program. They'll wean her onto the methadone.
And in 4 weeks, we'll know you're right. Or we'll know that Cameron's right and the pretty girl will do Milan next fall in a wheelchair. Put her in a coma, pump her full of naltrexone, cut the 4 weeks to 1 night.
Alex? You okay? Can you hear me?
I got the cute doctor.
Do you feel any pain? Good. Let us know if anything changes. If your stomach doesn't feel right, anything. Hey.
Are you mad at me, Daddy? I let you down.
No, not at all, sweetie.
I should have been more mature. I should have handled the pressure.
Stop. We're gonna get you better, all right? Nothing else matters.
Excuse me. I've got you on what we call a banana bag. Plenty of vitamins, nutrients.
I got the cute doctor. Are you mad at me, Daddy? I let you down.
What's going on?
I should have been more mature. I should have handled the pressure.
What's wrong with her?
Patient flatline for like 30 seconds. Gotta be oxygen deprived for longer than that to lose brain function.
We can't be sure how long she was.
Her brain's fine.
Memory loss. You're saying that's not a neurological symptom?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. Her brain's fine.
She's faking?
She's got post-traumatic stress disorder.
We got models fighting in Iraq now?
Show me a woman on heroin who looks like that, and I'll show you a woman who's been sexually abused.
That's your proof that she's good looking.
He manages her career, travels the world with her, at her side 24/7. He's either a very good dad or a very bad dad. You saw that took us? Would the fact that she's your daughter really stop you? Her brain is running away from reality. When the drugs can't do it anymore, it starts to shut down.
Your theory has the advantages of being completely unprovable and completely exculpating you.
When you guys are done talking, do an MRI and an LP. When her brain checks out as normal, and then we'll know that Daddy really, really loves her. Do you love her?
I have never touched her.
Do you love her?
What are you doing? You trying to trap me in the same...
Do you love her enough to admit that you slept with her? Psychological conditions can manifest themselves in physical problems. Sometimes these can be extreme enough to kill. There are treatments, but only if there's a diagnosis. Are you going to admit that you slept with your daughter, or are you just going to let her die?
One time.
PTSD. Get her a psych referral, pack her bags. He did her.
Don't think so.
Daddy thinks so. Could be mistaken. He said he was drunk. Maybe it was some other daughter.
Elevated proteins in her CSF.
You're wrong about PTSD, and I was wrong about the hypoxic brain injury. Daddy didn't do this to her, and neither did we.
What if everything we're seeing is just smoke signals?
Okay. Who's sending them?
Tumor. When she has cancer anywhere in her body, she could also have paraneoplastic syndrome, which would be causing antibodies to attack her brain. Antibodies are stupid that way.
Paraneoplastic syndrome's awfully rare in a 15-year-old.
15-year-olds who look like that are awfully rare. They explain the aggressive behavior, the cataplexy, the memory loss, even the twitching. It's perfect.
What if it's not? We could waste weeks searching for a tumor that we don't even know is there.
Then let's make sure it is there.
There's no test for paraneoplastic syndrome.
Sure there is. Squeeze the tube test.
What did the biopsy tell you?
Wasn't definitive.
But the twitching should stop right about now.
Oh my God.
Could have just been a coincidence. Twitching does tend to stop at start. Let's be sure. The IVIG vacuums her blood, neutralizes the stuff that's making her twitch. It's actually kind of cool. Wonder if I could make you dance.
Enough.
This is unbelievable. You did it. You fixed her.
No. All I did was prove that she has cancer.
George, if you don't get off your ass and help me.
Oh, shut up! Got yourself the perfect man. A woman. He's got more estrogen coursing through his veins. Who did her vaginal exam?
I did.
Did she have hair?
What are you getting at?
Right now, I'm getting at whether or not she had hair down there.
Not much.
She's manipulative, yet completely docile. Everybody tells us that outburst on the catwalk was out of character. She's never had a period.
You're thinking this is hormonal?
I'm thinking she's the ultimate woman. I need to schedule an MRI.
The twitching stopped.
Because we changed her medicine back to the real stuff. Stop talking.
You gave me fake medicine?
That's what I said. In the vain hope that you wouldn't feel the need to also say it. Stop talking.
Wilson already did an ultrasound. Said her ovaries were undersized.
The ultrasound would be the way to go if you were looking for ovarian cancer.
What are we looking for?
That.
Oh my God.
Looks like a tumor, doesn't it?
But those are...
Yep. We found a tumor.
She has cancer?
Technically, no.
So it's not cancer?
No, it's cancer. But he has cancer. On his left testicle.
I don't have testicles.
She's not a guy.
His DNA says you're wrong. Frogs and snails and puppy dog tails. You've got male pseudo-hermaphroditism. See, we all start out as girls, and then we're differentiated based on our genes. The ovaries develop into testes and drop. But in about 1 in 150,000 pregnancies, a fetus with an XY chromosome, a boy, develops into something else. Like you. Your testes never descended because you're immune to testosterone. You're pure estrogen, which is why you get heightened female characteristics, like clear skin, great breasts. The ultimate woman is a man. God talks to him.
It's not psychosis, he's just religious. The only medical issue that showed up on the blood work is low sodium.
No, you talk to God, you're religious. God talks to you, you're psychotic.
A lot of people experience their religion as something more than symbolic. That doesn't mean...
God ever talked to you when you were in the seminary?
No.
God's loss, our gain. He's either psychotic or a scam artist.
He was actually really impressive.
Well, yeah, with the burning bush and all. It's quite the show.
He was intelligent, polite, dignified. He's not a typical 15-year-old.
And he told Cameron God wants her to stop being pissed at me over the article.
God knows you stole Cameron's article.
He knows she's harboring vengeful thoughts.
I'm over it.
Yeah, I could tell that from the Berlin Wall of body language between you. I'm shocked that he picked up on it. Low sodium. Check for Addison's.
No pigmentation and potassium levels were normal.
Cirrhosis?
Liver feels fine. Transaminases are normal.
We should monitor his saline intake to correct the low sodium. No more than 1 MEq per liter per hour. Let's push the patient history, see if there's any evidence of drugs or other delusions. I'll take care of it.
Boyd?
God doesn't want you to be afraid. He sent me here to heal you. You think he hasn't heard your prayers, but he heard them all, even the ones you didn't say.
Sorry. Boyd, come on. Let's get you back to your room.
In faith, all things are possible.
Let's go.
Lord, I call on you to relieve the suffering of your daughter.
Grace?
And make her whole again.
Hey! What are you doing? What is this?
He's just had a complex partial seizure. He's disoriented. He doesn't know what he's
Well, get him
doing.
back to his room. Now. You okay? Why the hell do you let an unstable patient wander the hallways?
His leash broke.
The last thing a terminal patient needs is to hear somebody taunt them with a cure. She was freaked. She was angry.
And now she's not freaked and angry, as you are.
She says she's feeling better. Maybe not singing and dancing, but she's feeling just a little bit happy for the first time in months.
Sudden drop in pain can create euphoria. We should let her have her vacation.
Oh, that's great. And when vacation's over, when she crash lands from all this denial, she was dealing with her illness. Now her expectations are rising. And you're not the one who has to be there when all that false hope gets yanked out from under her.
MRI shows an abnormal area.
Tuberous sclerosis.
It's the right neighborhood.
Counts for all the symptoms.
All of them.
Leading cortical tubers identifiable. We can do this surgically.
Tell our patient congratulations. Soon his chats with God will be a thing of the past. Tie goes to the mortal.
I took some images of Grace Palmieri's cancer.
Yeah?
Her tumors shrunk.
Don't tell my patient. I want all records on Miracle One. Every test, every treatment she's ever had, every question she's ever answered in this hospital. Anything sent from previous doctors. Go back to neonatal if you have. Which part of keep them away from each other confused you?
They're friends. She thinks he saved her life.
Now, we've obligingly offered medical proof that his delusions are true.
They've withdrawn permission for the surgery. I put the lawyers on it. Her tumor shrank.
I'm on it. Tell Jesus that we need another 24 hours to normalize his sodium level.
He's already normalized.
Actually, tell Joseph. Jesus will know you're lying. And I want you and Foreman and Cameron to go over every line of every file on that woman.
Isn't he the one we're supposed to save?
The only way to save him is to prove that she is still dying. Pick any random guy off the street, bring him in here, examine him exhaustively. You will find at least 3 things wrong with him. This kid has tuberous sclerosis, a mild case.
But his tumors are growing.
We assumed that the tumors were growing because he's getting sicker, but he could have grown old and died and never known about them if he hadn't come here. We were looking for something. It's more or less in the right part of the brain. It's like we found someone standing over a dead body holding a gun. We arrested them, didn't look any further. Well, sometimes people really do just stumble into a murder scene.
His fever's 103 and rising. If we don't do anything, he's gonna be chatting with God face to face real soon.
Fevers don't come from a long-term underlying condition. He's a garden variety religious nut who happens to have an infection. It's lumbar puncture time.
No. No, God told me no more of man's medicine. If we have faith in him, he'll make me well.
It's just a test. We just want to find out what's wrong.
God knows what's wrong. God will take care of it.
He's delirious and he's a minor. This is your decision, not his.
The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, which when a man finds, he hides. And for joy, he goes and sells all he owns, I said field.
Buy all the land you want. Don't blow your brains out. You're watching your son kill himself. He's out of his mind with fever.
Dad, if your faith is weak, I will fail. I need you.
I'm sorry. You don't even know what's wrong with him. God knows the answer. And I would rather leave it in his hands than yours.
Wilson, I need you to do your thing.
You do know that I don't actually have magical power.
I have faith.
You're better off trying to slip some antibiotics into a meal.
Which antibiotics? We don't know what infection he's got.
Go as broad as you can.
Forget it. Our best hope is your silver tongue.
What if it's not an infection?
Were you not paying attention when I was doing my murder scene metaphor?
What if the tuberous sclerosis is guilty? It had the gun in its hand. It was standing
It doesn't
over
cause fever.
It causes everything else. What if the fever is the innocent bystander? Fever could have been set off by something he picked up anywhere. Could have been a bug he got here.
Or a bug he gave here. He gave it to your patient. That's why her tumor shrank. The virus went after the cancer first.
Are you saying a virus attacked your tumor?
For 200 years, there have been reports of wild viruses that target tumors. Early 1900s, an Italian medical journal wrote up a woman with cervical cancer who was injected with a weak strain of rabies. I have no idea why they did that, but her tumor shrank.
You think he gave her rabies?
One of the virus types most prone to go after cancer cells is herpes.
Herpes encephalitis. It would fit. Seizure, low sodium, even the blurred vision. And it would mean, if you're right, Grace's cancer is coming back. You're not going to be able to convince them. They don't want any more tests. They don't want to...
They can't argue with the mark of Cain.
I'm not gonna change my mind. No more tests. God knows the way.
Okay, let's start with the shirt.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
On a mission from God. If you won't let me undress you, then strip.
What's he doing? What's going on?
That woman you helped, you gave her a virus.
Well, she's healed. I have a gift.
Gift is jewelry, socks. What you have is herpes encephalitis. The only way you could have transmitted it is by scratching one of your own sores and touching another person.
Herpes, that's something you get from sex, right?
Either that or cold sores. Your kid got it from the sex.
No sores. No, my body's clean. They examined me when I came in. No sores.
Herpes hides. You have an outbreak, it goes away, comes back, goes away. Strip! You didn't have a sore when you came in, but you've got one now.
Dad, I've never, ever.
You wonder why a perfect child of God should feel so desperate to purify his body that he needed to scarf down a dozen gallons of water a day.
Is he right?
Dad, no, he's crazy. Help me, Dr. Wilson, help!
God said no medicine, no procedures. Taking off your clothes doesn't count as either of those. This one's your call.
Son,
Dad, we have to have faith in me.
I have faith in the Lord. You, I trust. As much as you can trust a teenage boy. Take off your clothes.
Relax. A few Hail Marys, a little encyclovir. Picking up angels again in no time. Now, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted by the liver transplant?
Double decarboxylase was processed normally, and ceruloplasmin and copper levels were normal, so no Wilson's disease.
Gastric content was negative for spores, so no mushroom toxicity.
And initial tests were negative for cancer.
Which cancer were you looking for?
Any of them.
We ran blood tests for ovarian, lung, and lymphomas.
I'm not going to tell you much. Her blood was taken after she was given immunosuppressants. They fight rejection. They also mess up our ability to get any clear readings.
Great battles kick up a lot of dirt. Obscure the battlefield so generals can't see what's going on.
So what are your orders, General House?
Sound the retreat.
How you feeling?
Is Max okay?
She's still unconscious, but her vitals look good. We need to stop all the immunosuppressant drugs which are protecting your new liver.
But if you stop the drugs, I'll die.
You're dead anyway if we don't figure out what caused all this. By removing any outside influences, it'll help us see what's really going on with your body.
So you did all this to buy me a couple of days, and now you're checking me back? Will it hurt?
As your body goes into acute organ rejection, your liver will begin to swell. That'll put pressure on. Yeah, it'll hurt. We can knock you out.
No. If Max wakes up, I want to talk to her.
Fever's 106. She's in full rejection mode.
Is that supposed to surprise me?
Her white count is normal.
Normal is not normal. She's been on steroids. The transplant team gave her a cocktail of immunosuppressants. She hasn't slept in over a week. Her white count should be in the tank.
Looks like the problem is some sort of infection. Probably caused a hypotension, shocked the liver.
We should start broad-spectrum antibiotics.
Yeah, you might want to add some chicken soup. It'd be just as useless, but it's got chicken. We need to know exactly what kind of infection we're dealing with. What infection causes sleep disturbance, bleeding, movement disorder, organ failure, and abnormally normal white count.
What about tularemia?
Chest was clear. Tularemia doesn't cause movement disorders.
It would if she developed meningitis.
There was no ulcerations on the skin. With the bleeding, it looks more like leptospirosis.
Without conjunctivitis and elevated creatinine?
What about typhoid or some kind of relapsing fever?
Makes sense if we were in the Sudan.
You sure she hasn't been out of the country?
She hasn't even been out of the state in at least a year, neither has Max.
Maybe she lied. You talked to her friends, neighbors?
You don't know? Come on, if you don't stay up to date on my notes, where's your next article gonna come from?
Talk to the dog?
We're not as up on foreign languages as you are.
Has the dog been traveling?
It came from a breeder.
Where?
I don't know. A place called Blue Barrel Kennels. They only had the thing for like 2 days.
Blue Barrel is a kind of cactus. You see many cacti in Jersey? Want to see a magic trick? Oh no! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it here? No. About here. There it is. Oh, it doesn't look anything like a nose.
That wasn't there this morning.
Call CDC.
Tell them what?
We have a patient with the plague.
The Black Plague?
Looks that way.
Plague's carried by rodents, not dogs.
Where there's dogs, there's fleas. If they hail from the southwest, and those fleas can't tell the difference between prairie dogs and puppy dogs. A small percentage of plague cases present with sleep disturbance. Imagine an idyllic river of bacteria. It's not idyllic for her, but it serves my purposes. The steroids and the immunosuppressants acted like a big honking dam across the river. Physics 101, put a dam up in front of a raging river, the river rises. By stopping the immunosuppressants, we blew up the dam, and a 100-foot wall of bacteria flooded her lymph nodes.
We better find out where that dog is now.
After you restart the immunosuppressants, and fill her up to the eyeballs with streptomycin, sulfate, gentamicin, and tetracycline. Use a garden hose if we got one. Get yourself some prophylactic treatments as well.
I've got the plague.
Don't worry, it's treatable. Being a bitch, though. Nothing we can do about that. Are you Mr. Newberger?
Yes.
I'm Dr. House. I need to ask you a few questions about your wife.
Is she gonna be okay?
I'm afraid I don't know that. Could you tell me about her accident?
They think she fell asleep, went off the road. That's all they told me.
Any problems with her health up until now?
Why?
Please, it's important.
She had a fever today, but otherwise she was
How high?
at 101. She hasn't missed a day of teaching in years. And I should have made her stay home.
Any other symptoms?
A stomach ache. Who cares? She was in a car crash.
Mr. Newberger?
Yeah.
My name's Ellen Stambler. I'm the organ procurement coordinator for Southern New Jersey. I just want to assure you that we'll treat her organs with care and dignity.
Her organs? Laura died?
I'm sorry. I thought, she was just pronounced dead. I thought he was telling you.
I didn't know. You should never make assumptions. What did you want from me? I'm sorry for your loss, but I need your wife's heart.
The organ procurement coordinator just left the hospital.
Means we got lucky. Either that or she's getting lunch. That woman's last name have a U or a W.
You're hacking into a confidential patient file?
No problem for you?
It's a U, N-E-U.
3 minutes ago, her organs were officially declared not viable. Time to go dumpster diving.
Hey, she's got hepatitis C. Her ALTs are 3 times normal. With Henry's immune system down, an infected heart will kill him.
Fortunately, she didn't have Hep C.
She tested positive.
Her history says otherwise. Her husband told me she was running a fever with stomach pain. It's not symptomatic of Hep C. Fever, stomach pain, raised liver enzymes.
She's sick.
Worse than that, she's dead.
My point is, even if it's not Hep C, it's something. They turned her down as a donor because if we put that heart into someone, they won't survive. Whatever made her sick will kill him.
Yeah. So what is it? The enzymes indicate
You want us to do a differential diagnosis on a dead person?
we're going to cure her.
We're going to cure death?
Doubt it. Just want to get the infection out of her heart before we get the heart out of her.
A sign of gallbladder infection, but there was a cyst.
Perfectly round. Now, Hep C
The
wouldn't
question
cause...
was never, is it Hep C? The question was, given that it's not Hep C, what is it?
Adenoma?
Not solid enough.
Cavernous meningioma?
Not vascular enough.
What if she was sloppy about washing her hands after pooping?
Amoeba infection?
The antibiosis started in her liver and spread to her blood. That would explain all her symptoms. Except for the crushed skull, but I'm assuming that's from the car crash.
I started on paramomycin and chloroquine.
10 grams each.
That's 20 times the normal dose.
Right, so we'll destroy her retinas and damage her hearing. Whoever wants those parts is having a very bad day. Couple hours on the meds, she's feeling great.
The heartbeat's irregular. Looks like local hypokinesis.
Stop the meds.
You giving up?
Well, either we're wrong and her heart is unusable, or we're right. The treatment we had to give her will make her heart unusable. I'm sorry. You can pull the plug now. Find me another body. That fat guy in ortho service didn't look so hot.
No! She's not ready.
You were ready this morning.
She's not done. She's gotta save that guy.
Alternate theories?
Amoebiasis was our best hope. The fact that her heart rate went back to normal when we stopped the meds pretty much
What's our
confirmed.
second best hope?
House, put down the wand. There's no obstruction.
Maybe we should just biopsy it.
She's a fridge with the power out. We start poking around inside, the vegetable goes bad. No offense.
I don't see that we have a lot of choice. The only way we're gonna find that infection...
What if it's not an infection? Toxins can cause similar symptoms, especially if whatever it is did liver damage.
Her toxin screen was clean.
Those things never cover for any of the really cool toxins. Run the screen again for whatever you can think of. You keep the other patient alive. You check out the school. And they seem to need to hire another doctor to go search her home.
Diet pills could have messed her up. Raised the liver enzymes and caused the bellyache.
Not the fever.
Maybe something else set off the fever.
Like what?
Before I show you these, they were in a locked drawer on her desk. The vice principal said that Laura must have confiscated them. They've had some problems.
Either interesting or helpful. This, at least, is interesting.
Well, it's not.
Sex with teenagers isn't interesting. Where did you grow up?
It isn't helpful. Teenage boys aren't toxins.
What if the cyst isn't a cyst?
And we have nothing to go on.
said it's not a cyst. I didn't say it was nothing. What if it's a scar?
Fitzhugh-Curtis syndrome? Pushing gonorrhea again?
You got anything better? Test her and start her on ceftriaxone.
What are you testing for now?
Just some more infections. She's positive for gonorrhea.
I think that's the first time those words have been uttered in joy.
Meds are started. Our heart should be clear enough to use in about 4 or 5 hours. I'll go tell the families.
He's in a coma.
Start him on dobutamine.
Already did. We either do the surgery now or we find him a new brain, too.
House, she's still got a significant amount of gonorrhea in her system.
Hopefully tomorrow, it'll be in his system. I need 2 ORs and the transplant team.
What is it?
What's going on? Is he getting a heart?
I assume this means you found out what was wrong with Laura.
She had amide biases. We just found a different way to get rid of it.
Thank you.
That was kind of you.
I didn't want him going postal on us. As soon as his wife's heart's in our hands, you can tell him about the gonorrhea. He's got to be tested, preferably before he gets any sympathy sex.
Mr. Newberger, there's something I need to tell you.
For the last year or so, Laura was kind of distant with me. I don't know why. I thought maybe she was having an affair, but not Laura. And I'm not excusing myself, but when I was traveling during Christmas, I had a one-night stand. I got gonorrhea.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I should have said something to you. But I didn't want to believe that I gave it to her. That's what made her sick, and that was why she got into the accident.